going on, YouTube? Thanks so much for checking out this video. Today we have basically a roadmap to what's going on this year for me. I'm laying out all of my plans, all of my goals, and how I plan to achieve them. You guys saw part one where we were sort of brainstorming. Today, I've made it specific, I've made it measurable, and we're going to look at part two. So that is the plan. And to jump into that, I will show you this tool that I've been using called Trello. It's really, really great. And you can sort of create these lists of things, and I actually do it for a bunch of things here. So this is my goal board for the year, and sort of outlining everything that I think is important. So let's start with goal number one, which, as you guys remember, be as good as I can at poker. That was a huge part of the goal. That was number one. We're still striving to be the best poker player we can be, move up to the highest stakes, and here's what we plan to do today, or, this year. That's the plan. So anyways, supernova status and remain team online. That is the first measurable goal we want, which means you need 100,000 VPPs by the end of the year. These are points you earn on PokerStars for playing a lot. Basically, we made it on December 1st this year, which was the deadline we set for ourselves. And this year, we want to do the same thing, remain team online for PokerStars. So I set some goals here. As you can see, some of it's cut off by a face cam, but it should be fine. And here are the VPP targets I have per month. So January, 6,000 VPPs. February, 9,000, 9,000, 9,000, 10,000, 9,000, 4,000 in July. That's going to be the World Series of Poker main event and moving to Prague, so there won't be a huge month that month. August, 9,000, 9,000 September, October, November, and then December, 8,000. There's a bunch of trips in here, which is why I picked these specific goals. But we'll talk about that a little bit later, like where I'm going specifically and stuff like that. But that is sort of the breakdown for how many points I want to earn every month and what I'm going to be shooting for. So second is 7 hours of study a week. That is a lot of study, you guys, a lot of study. I didn't devote enough time to study last year, and I had a session with a mental game coach, hypnotherapist named Elliot Rowe, and he really convinced me that I need to dedicate more time to getting as good as I can through studying. So 7 hours a week is what I'm going to be shooting for. I have it for February because this is a weird start to the year. I'm going to the PCA, PokerStars Caribbean Adventure in the Bahamas in 2 days. I'm leaving on the 4th. So basically there's a big hectic schedule there. I won't be able to settle down into my grind until after. So starting in February here, I have 28 hours every month up until December. I think taking December off is fine. I'll have VPT Prague and stuff like that. But 28 hours every month, I'm going to really have to carve out some time in my schedule for this, but it's going to be worth it. So we'll do that. Okay. Next is prepare for Scoop, WCoop, TCoop, WSOP, EPTs, WPTs. These are the big tournaments when it comes to poker. These are the things that are prestigious, the things that sort of, it's an accolade you can shoot towards, When you mention someone in poker, you usually list one of these things. And that's really what I'm playing for, you guys know. I could grind like a night schedule. I could play overnight where the games are a little bit softer and sort of just print some money and it'd be lower variance. But to me, this is what poker is about. This is what's exciting. So I'm planning to really prepare for these events and give myself the best opportunities to win a title this year. So here you can see these are the main trips for me. This is where I'm going to be traveling to, at least now. Things change in the future. So we have the PCA that's coming up in a couple days here. There's a $5,000 main event down there, so hopefully I can win the $1 million or something for first place. Turbo Championship of Online Poker, end of January, pretty much immediately following the PCA, so we got to get ready for that right away. Then there's like a 3-month gap where between February and early May, it's pretty much just going to be grind, right? And this is a good time we can make some huge leeway in my actual game and get better at that. But Spring Championship of Online Poker, probably the biggest online poker series there is because there's a low, a medium, and a high tier. So say there's a $22 tournament. There'll also be a $215 tournament and a $2,100 tournament. And you're talking 9 events a day. So it is a huge, huge schedule. I think the biggest series of the year for me, so I got to get ready for that one. World Series of Poker, of course, got to play the World Series of Poker main event. It is the event, the most prestigious in poker, so we're going to do that. EPT Barcelona is an EPT I'd like to go to this year. I think it's late August. It's sort of going to depend on how the first half of the year goes as to whether I go or not, but I'm pretty sure that I want to go, and that's going to be August. World Championship of Online Poker, that's September, early September, and that has 3 events a day, but those events get huge, right, because it's a very big series, and only 3 events a day, so it's pretty massive. WPT Montreal. So the plan is move to Prague this summer, come back from Prague. I'll be living in Montreal. It's perfect. It's late November for the World Poker Tour event in Montreal, so I'd like to play that. I'm going to be right there. Why not? And then EPT Prague to finish off the year again in early December. So I want to prepare for these events. I want to make sure I'm eating well, make sure I'm sleeping, make sure I'm up to snuff on my studying and sort of my mental game and my theoretical game, and give myself the best chance at winning one of these tournaments. So that is the plan for that. And lastly, some targets. So as you can see with these goals, I don't really set, like, I want to make this much money this year, or I want to do X or Y, because there's too much variance in that, right? But targets are kind of fun because they're things that, you can guess approximately where you're going to be. And that's basically what they are. And we can sort of chart our progress and see how we're doing throughout the year. So I wrote some targets, and we're going to see. So, win a major title. A Sunday major, a scoop, a W coop, a T coop, WSOP, EPTs, WPTs. Win one of those. We'll have probably a good 500 shots this year or so. 500 chances to win something like that, and we're going to do our best. The field sizes are usually huge in these, right? So we're probably not favorite to make it happen, but again, it's a target, right? It's just something to shoot for. 70K in profit. Last year, after the rewards and the live poker, I think we made 59K, I think. 58K, something like that. So 70K in profit, I think, is a good benchmark to shoot for. Streaming is going to be 5 days a week of poker, so it's 1 day less. So I think that's a pretty good benchmark to go for. And 6,000 multi-table tournaments. Those are the targets for me for poker. Okay. What's next? Well, the stream. Twitch. I'm actually streaming this video on Twitch right now. I can see the chat off to the side of my face. It's going crazy because usually I'm answering the chat, but we're shooting this for YouTube. I love you guys, YouTube, so you're stealing the spotlight right now. But what's going to happen on Twitch this year? So the plan is stream 5 days a week while not on trips. So we went over those trips. When I'm not on trips, I want to be streaming 5 days a week, and that schedule is going to be Thursday through Monday. Why Thursday through Monday? Thursday is a great day with the Thursday Thrill. I think it's a really good day to lead off with. Saturday and Sunday are the biggest days for online poker, I think. And Monday, it kind of sucks to build up that momentum for a Sunday grind and then lose it all by not streaming Monday, Plus, I think Monday is a really easy day. So I'm going to take Tuesday, Wednesdays off. It's going to be Thursday through Monday. That's the plan. Tuesday, Wednesdays are some of the slowest days on Twitch anyways. So that's the plan. Pending illness, 7 days during series, Scoop, W Coop, T Coop, etc. Adjustments as necessary, right? Like if I play all of Scoop, 3 days off in a row, I think makes sense. Consistent video game content alongside poker. This is the next part. So those 5 days a week, I'll be streaming around 8 hours of poker, but I want to add 2 hours of video games at the end of that day. I want to participate in more of the Twitch community and more of the gaming community, and I think it's important to do that, and I'm excited to do that. I like games. So that's going to be fun, which will run it to around 10-hour streams. I am waiting on my new computer for this. The one I have right now can only stream in 720p. It's probably not powerful enough to run a ton of games like how I'd want to, so that is pending on the new computer. At least 10 collaborations. So I have a list of a bunch of people here. There's more people that I've left out as well. I would like to do 10 collaborations with some people on Twitch, just to sort of interact with each other's audience, provide them value, they provide me value, interact more with the community. So that's another goal for Twitch. And some targets, just for fun, why not? 100,000 followers. We're just shy of 50,000 right now. We're just shy. So double that in a year is the plan. Hit 1,200 subscribers at some point in the year. I think right now I have 600. My peak last year I think was 830 or something. If at some point this year I could hit 1,200 subscribers, that would be huge. So it's just a target. Again, it's not a goal. I'm not going to be disappointed if I miss any of these targets because a lot of this is out of my control. I'm focusing on the goals of input, but these are fun things to shoot for again. 3.6 million hours of watched content, which is about what I had last year. Again, dropping a day off streaming, so 3.6 million hours is a lot of hours, and we're going to go for it. Okay. YouTube. What up, YouTube? What is the plan for YouTube this year? Well, A lot of shows, basically. Um, I have a lot of content planned, and I think YouTube is going to be a major focus this year for me. So we have the highlight shows that are coming out every day after I stream. So those will be 5 times a week. Final tables, deep runs, we split up into multi-parts, release like that. But I'd like to bring back a bunch of other shows as well, or introduce some new shows, which I think people will find interesting. And the plan is sort of like one piece of actual poker content, one piece of like me talking about poker content, or me talking about me, or, blogging, vlogging, whatever. So, bad beats. By popular demand, people always message me about the bad beats episode I did a long time ago. I think it's fun. It's interesting. It isn't too hard to make. I want bad beats once a week. Podcast. This is in development right now, but the plan is me, Kevin, my brother Matt, doing a Streamhouse podcast once a week. Having guests on here and there. I think it'd be really fun. It's sort of get the Streamhouse together and talk about things. Get some Twitch people on there. It'd be great. So that's the plan. Ask PokerStaples is a show. It's just going to be Q&A, right? So you tweet me using the hashtag AskPokerStaples. You put it on Instagram, Facebook. You put it in the subreddit, wherever. I'm going to answer questions. Q&A once a week. Life vlog. The first one is being released tomorrow. I think you guys are really going to like it. I actually just... YouTube knows, but just bought this camera. It's really great. And I got some microphones and stuff, so I'm upping my equipment, and I'm hoping to produce some really great quality vlogs, just letting you guys know, like, what is the life like for me and for the Streamhouse and stuff like that. So that's the plan. What I think is going to be a series where we sort of just sit down and we talk about something that's happening. So, like, something controversial that is going on, and sort of what I think about it. And that's going to be that show. Kind of like a rant, but not really a rant. I don't know. Fitness vlog is going to be a big one. We're getting to the fitness goals fairly soon, but basically, once a week, I want to update you guys on my progress for getting healthier and how I'm doing that and what I'm struggling with and stuff like that. So once a week for that. That is going to be the main channel. Secondary channel we're going to launch this year. Gaming channel. I don't know what the title is yet. PokerStaples... not PokerStaples, I don't know, something. And those 2 hours of streaming video games that we're going to be doing that's going to produce 8 hours of video game content. I'm going to release that on YouTube as well, 35 minutes. So that's the plan for that. Other stuff, one-off series, right? Like Day in the Life, Streamhouse Cribs, Best of Twitch Chat, etc. Like one-off videos. But that is the plan for YouTube. That's what I want to get done this year. Targets... 800 videos uploaded. Oh my god, 800 videos. That's actually a pretty low estimation if I can actually achieve what I'm setting out to do here. Because if we're releasing 2 pieces of gaming content a week on my other channel, and approximately 12 to 17 pieces of content on my main channel, we'll definitely crush that. But this is a lot, This is definitely going to be the biggest undertaking of all the goals I've set out. But I think there's a really good opportunity, so I'm going to do it. 50,000 subscribers on both channels. I only have 10,000 right now. I'm trying to 5x it. I'm trying to go from 10,000 to 50,000 in a year. That's going to be hard, but hopefully we can get it done. And the last one, 7 million views. We're just shy of 1 million views. I think we're going to get there tomorrow. So 7 million views, another out there target. We can dream about it, right? Okay, anyways. So that's the immediate stuff. Now, how about some other stuff here? Social media interaction. This is something that's maybe not that interesting to you guys, but it's really important, I think, if you're growing a channel and you're trying to participate in the community and provide value to the community, you need to invest time in the people that are watching you on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Snapchat, on YouTube, on forums, etc. So my goals are use the 2.5 hours a day that I'm carving out to have meetings and email and stuff. Use that to interact with the community every day. I think that's important. Answer questions that people have, blah, blah, blah. Not only like pushing out content, but seeing what's going on in their life and interacting with that. Work together with Mac, who's my social media guy, to create some interesting content for you guys. And then targets. These are fun. Again, just random. 25,000 Twitter people. I think we have 11.3K right now. 15K Insta. We only have 3K for Insta. But again, I have the new camera. I think we can get there. 12,000 friends/follows. On my personal Facebook. I have 3,000 right now. Why don't you guys follow me? There's links down below in the description. And last 12,000 on my Facebook page. So those are sort of the targets for like, they don't mean anything, by the way. You know, like one really deep relationship with someone on social media is more important than 50 that just followed you one day and don't care, right? But these are, you know, they're fun, right? We can look back at them. Fitness, health, image. Okay. Oh God. Okay. This is important. I know it's important. You guys recognize it's important. You remind me all the time. We need to be healthier this year. We really do. And I know that. So we're going to get it done. We're going to figure out how to do it. And the hardest part about this is that I've always failed at this, right? So it's something that I don't have a benchmark for success yet. But I have a tremendous amount of support with you guys in the community, and I'm going to make it happen because I don't feel like I am this person, you know? I feel like I'm a different person stuck in like a really unhealthy body, and I'd like to fix that. So the first goal for fitness, health, image, which is all packaged together, is exercise every day. So I'm going to carve out 1 hour of my schedule every single day to get that exercise in. There's also going to be some content. Remember, back to YouTube. We're going to do a vlog maybe once a week about fitness, but every day we're going to get that time in and make sure I'm sort of active. So this is pending illness or travel days. This will start out as cardio every day, as advised by the trainer, transitioning into more strength training. I'm in the process right now of trying to find, and I think I have someone that I would like to work together with, you know? So I'm setting that up right now. We'll get it going after the PCA, but the plan is to work together with someone to sort of like keep me on this and an expert in their field to help me sort of be more knowledgeable. Hire a trainer for once a week workout vlog planning, right? Okay, that was, I don't know. Yeah, okay. Work together with the trainer and the PA to have a weekly meal plan. So we do have a personal assistant here at the stream house. Get them collaborating and on the same page so that we can have like a really sort of measured and focused meal plan, which will really help. Hygiene. This is like, I mean, this is a weird goal because I don't feel like I'm that bad at this or anything, but you know, sometimes you can just like put things off, and instead of brushing my teeth like once a day, I should do it 3 times a day. You know, instead of flossing like every other day, I should do it 3 times a day, etc. So this is more just like stop procrastinating and just being like meh, and really always just sort of feel fresh. So I have just like, you know, this is a weird goal, but it's a goal I wanted to make. So hopefully you guys don't make too much fun of me for it. But anyways, like just, you know, sort of the standard daily things, making sure this is every day on time. Then brows once a week. Haircut every 3 weeks instead of 4 weeks. Dentist every 6 months, which there has been times in my life where I've gone like a year and a half without going to the dentist. That's just bad. Like I should do that. And then doctor once a year. I haven't had a doctor checkup in like a couple years. It's not good. And I just like fall into the typical male genre where it's just like I don't want to go, but like I know I have to go. So I'm going to do it. But this is the checklist for hygiene, just because, again, this is a fitness, health, and image thing. I want to look better. I want to be the person that you look up to, and you're like, wow, that person has it together. I want to be that. So these are my goals, to make sure that I'm sort of on top of that. Fix my teeth, which don't really bother me. You guys, you can see my bottoms are really good, but my tops, as you can tell, they're a little gap tooth. They don't really bother me so much myself. But I know they look different than other people do, and it's just like, you know, it's like $3,000 to get them looking normal, to get some veneers and stuff like that. So like, there's no reason why I shouldn't do that. I'm just procrastinating. So I'm going to do that this year. Shop 1 time a month and seek out help. So this is a weird goal again as well, but I want to dress better. So I need to stay on top of that. And I want to seek out help from people that really know what they're doing in sort of like that field, the fashion field or whatever. So that is a goal. And some targets. Lose 60 pounds. That's the only target. I haven't weighed myself right now. I haven't talked to my personal trainer to see like what's realistic and what I should shoot for. Again, like this isn't really important to me. If I execute all of this stuff, the target will take care of itself, right? But that's sort of like a target we can look for when we look back at the end of the year and be like, okay, we did this, right? So there's that. We do things. Checklist. We do things. What is that? We're getting towards the end of it here. 3 times a week, I want to get out of the house, as you guys know, and do something. because I'm very sort of like, I love work. This is why I wake up. This is what gets me excited every day, is doing this stuff. But I realize being the person I want to be is more interesting than just doing this. And I know I'll learn to love these experiences of hanging out with other people and doing interesting things. So 3 times a week, we get out of the house. Here's the list of basically how many things I have to do. So 6 things in January, 12 things, 15 things, 12 things, etc. Basically, I just went through the calendar and tried to game it, basically. So that's the next goal. And then finally, 2 just business goals, website, merchandise, store, and emails that are, instead of at Gmail, at PokerStaples.com. Get that going on. And then have a pitch and inventory of sellable things, which basically just means like, it's important when you're working with companies to sort of have some solid numbers and be able to present, what you're worth and what you can offer, and then what you can offer in advance, right? Like I can put a logo up on my Twitter banner or something. So get that all sort of settled so that when I work with companies that I am a little bit more professional than just like talking back and forth. But anyways, these are the goals. This took a long time and a lot of thinking, and I think this is what's important to me. So we're gonna get that done. Very briefly, before we wrap this video up, what does that mean for a day? So first, let's model a day here. So the stream, I think, is going to start about 9, and it's going to go 9 to 7 on average. This is a working day, right? 8 hours of poker, 2 hours of video games, 5 days a week. So that's going to be that. Now, we need this interaction slash meetings slash emails, right? Something like that. We need this first thing in the morning. I think it's 6:30 is a good time to start. Also, that syncs up really well for people that are in Europe, in that it's still in the working day if I wake up at that time and have meetings and stuff like that. 6:30 to 7:30, I think that's good. And then from 7:30 till 9, so that leaves an hour and a half, fitness, shower, breakfast. So this is going to be my day from 6:30 until 7, right? So the first 12 and a half hours of my day on working days. After that, we need about an hour of the same thing, which is interaction slash meetings slash email, right? We need that sort of hour at the end. We also need 30 minutes of study if we want to keep up on the 7 hours a week, right? So we need to definitely package a lot in the off days, but I think we need 2.5 hours on the on days to even make it possible. So I think after that interaction, we need 30 minutes of study, right? Something like that. So as you can see, like the day is already 14 hours or so. But hopefully it should be done. What's next is do something. This can be those 3 things a week that I'm planning on doing. 2 of those will probably be on off days, but it could be in the do something here where I hang out with a friend, or we go for a drink, we go to a movie, we go to an art gallery, we go to a concert, a play, whatever. We do something here. Or it's shooting YouTube content, shooting original content and stuff like that. Till around 11 o'clock. I think at 11 o'clock, I need to go to bed. I usually watch YouTube videos going to bed before sleep, just to help me sleep. So I'll fall asleep sometimes between 11:05 and midnight, sometime between there. So that is the on day, right? That leaves 6.5 hours of sleep. I think if I'm eating well and sort of like on a schedule, that's manageable for me. But I need to be eating well and exercising to make that possible. So that's the on day, and that's a lot. That's hard in the paint, but like we just got to get it done, It's got to be a good year. We're going to improve. So let's model very briefly the off days, the 2 off days. So I think same thing here. We get an extra hour of sleep, interaction, emails, slash, what is the last one? Meetings. Man. Right? Like that. And I think this, on the off days, is generally when I meet with all of the people that help me produce the content and stuff like that. So I think we actually want to drag this out to like 2.5 hours right off the bat. exercise slash shower slash breakfast. Good. And then from 11:30 until like 5 p.m., we're producing content. Because all the shows we talked about on YouTube, we need time to do. So we're going to put this out till around 5. That should be enough time on the off days, both days having that amount of time to get it done. We need study. So 2, 4, 5, 6.5. Yeah, so we need about 2 hours of study each off day. To get those goals done and then do something again. This is where I'm generally going to go out with friends and like try and live a little bit of life, get those in the vlogs, etc. 7 to 11, bed. That's what the days are going to be like for me. I get that extra hour of sleep on the off days. And this will sort of be able to fit everything into my schedule. I don't think I missed anything. I think that's hitting the fitness, that's hitting the YouTube, the Twitch, the interaction thing. Yeah, we have 2 hours on days for interaction, and on off days we have 2.5. And that's gonna be it. So those are the goals for this year, you guys. They're very sort of measured. There's a lot going on, but like we're just gonna take it one thing at a time, you know. And I'm gonna try and just execute every day and make this the best year of my life. I hope it's the best year of your guys' life too. Thank you guys so much for watching the video here. Let's go full screen to end it. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you like it, like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about all these goals down below. You know, is it possible? Am I taking on too much? Can I do even a little bit more? Let me know what you think about it all. I would be interested to hear. But I do appreciate all your guys' support. That's really cool. Subscribe to the channel. Come on. But yeah, thank you guys so much. We'll be back with another piece of content. I don't know, sometimes. I don't know when this is coming out. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see y'all next time.